Okay, here we go. Time for a second matchup this evening. Now this particular match, you could basically call this a rematch of the first round from all the way back at the beginning of the Tag Championship tournament. You see Lee Masters coming out here. Lee Masters, of course, him, Heavy D, they'll be tagging up here. Now, if you remember, Heavy D and Lee Masters face off against Brandon and Brent, and in the first round, and they lost. Brandon and Brent made it all the way to the finals, but they did not win the final matchup. And right here we see Heavy D. Now we're awaiting the entry of team number 2. That, of course, being Brandon and Brent. Like I said, these two made it to the final of the tag team title tournament. Didn't quite get the job done, but you know, they've established themselves. They're a force to be reckoned with. Now this is Brent. You see him heading towards that ring. Now you know, in a match of this kind, and I've seen a lot of these kinds of situations, but there's a lot on the line in this matchup, not just the pride. I mean, there's a little bit of history. And these two teams, they want to establish themselves. They want BYU management to take notice, and they want them to tell them, we want you to have a chance to run with the ball. They want that shot at the tag team goal. Brandon's certainly looking fired up as he heads to the ring. But I can tell you that Heavy D, Lee Masters, they haven't forgotten about all the way back in round 1. They haven't forgotten about that. They're looking to make up for that little setback, let's just call it. And there's the bell. And Heavy D already starting things off. Brent gets his knee slammed down. Oh, there's a Hurricane Rana by Brent. Meanwhile, Lee Masters sending Brandon into the corner post. There's a drop kick. Man, see, this is the thing with these tag team matches here in BYU. They're so fast-paced. They're kind of difficult to keep up with. I'm trying my best here. Ouch, tell about that. There was a neck breaker. There was like a... See, I can't really tell who has the momentum right now as we see a moonsault. Oh, from Brent. 1. Only a 1 count. Of course, a small little dude like Brent could hit with that moonsault, but I don't think he's got enough force to keep a big guy like Heavy D down. Now we see Brandon taking a page out of Brent's playbook. Hitting a moonsault on Lee Masters, but the referee was too occupied with Heavy D. He beating on Brent in the corner post. Nice suplex. And there's a corner post spear. Brandon and Brent seem to have swung things in their favor, but it appears Brent can't seem to lift up Heavy D. Brandon and Lee Masters are going at it. There's a half crab. Elbow. Now things seem to have falling into the favor of Heavy D and Masters. There's a drop kick. Meanwhile, Brandon's getting beat on in the turnbuckle. Oh, but we're seeing some counters here. There's an arm drag by Heavy D.
Break!
Putting him in like a sleeper or something. Meanwhile, Brent with a headlock takedown on Lee Masters. That's what I love about these tag team matches in BYU. It's like the momentum swings back and forth. Oh!
One!
There's like a German, but there's like a roll-up inside cradle on the other end of the ring. Oh. I must not be on the level today. There was a big side kick. Big side kick from a big man. And there's a drop kick. Hey, Lee Masters sending Brandon down with it. You gotta admire Brent and Brandon. They're not staying down for nobody. As Heavy D was starting to heat things up. And wait a minute, Brandon with the kicks. Lee Masters is down. Oh, but he got a lucky break, a rope break, that is. And there was an abdominal stretch by Brent to Heavy D. Don't know how you could pull that off. Oh, but Masters and Heavy D swinging things back in their favor, and I think Heavy D wants to bring this one to a close. Oh, take a look at this! Super kick! Well executed, almost as good as Hoovie's super kick. There's a sliding drop kick to break up the pinfall attempt, but if that didn't get broken up, it would have been over. Heavy D sending Brandon into the ropes. Lee Masters with a suplex on Brent, and now he's hooking him up with a cross arm breaker. The only break that happened there was a rope break. Hey, but I think both of these guys are looking to bring this thing. Wait a minute. Oh, side pile driver. He's going for it.
2, 3.
Oh, it's over. And right after the bell, Heavy D with a super kick. Lee Masters and Heavy D win this match. They get a little bit of payback. Oh man, that was impressive. Yeah, you gotta give it up to them. They got their payback here this week on BYU.